The magical world of Harry Potter first came to life over 25 years ago, in the books written by J.K. Rowling. People all over the world quickly fell in love with the wonderful characters in these stories. When the books were made into movies, these characters were brought to life by talented actors. Fans then started to feel a special connection to these actors because they played their favorite characters on screen. It felt like the actors were the characters. Sadly, as years have passed, some of the actors who were part of the Harry Potter films have passed away. This has made many friends, families, and fans of the movies very sad. We want to take a moment to remember some of these wonderful actors who are no longer with us. From the friendly ghost to the wise headmaster, these actors left a lasting mark on the Harry Potter world and in our heart. Paul Grant was an actor and also did stunt work in movies. He was known for being in popular fantasy film series like Star Wars and Harry Potter. Sadly, he passed away in March 2023 at the age of 56. Paul had a type of rare genetic disorder that caused him to be of short stature. He was 4 feet, 4 inches tall, and lived with spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita, which affects bone growth and can cause joint problems. In the Harry Potter world, Paul Grant was known for playing a goblin who worked at Gringotts Wizarding Bank in the first movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, 2001. He was also famous for playing an Ewok in the Star Wars movie Return of the Jedi, 1983. His career also included being part of the Goblin Corps in the movie Labyrinth, 1986, and doing stunts in other fantasy films like Willow, 1988. Richard Griffiths was a British actor who played Harry Potter's unpleasant uncle, Vernon Dursley. Vernon Dursley was the husband of Harry's Aunt Petunia and did not like anything to do with magic. Richard Griffiths played this character in several of the Harry Potter movies, perfectly capturing Uncle Vernon's grumpy and often funny dislike of Harry and the wizarding world. He passed away in 2013 at the age of 65. His death happened after he had problems following heart surgery in a hospital in central England. Daniel Radcliffe, the actor who played Harry Potter, worked closely with Richard Griffiths in the films, especially in the earlier ones where Harry lived with the Dursleys. Daniel Radcliffe shared a statement with the BBC after Richard Griffiths died, saying how proud he was to have known him. He said, "Richard was by my side during 2 of the most important moments of my career." This shows the positive impact Richard Griffiths had on Daniel Radcliffe's early acting life. Simon Fisher Becker was an actor who sadly passed away on March 9th, 2025. He was 63 years old. Simon had a part in the very first Harry Potter movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which came out in 2001. In the movie, he played one of the ghosts who lived at Hogwarts School. He played the friendly ghost known as the Fat Friar, who was the ghost of the Hufflepuff house. Even though it was a smaller role, he was a part of the beginning of the magical journey on screen. His husband Tony shared the sad news with everyone on Facebook on the day Simon died. Tony wrote a message saying, "Hello everyone. This is Tony, Simon's husband. I have some very sad news. At 2:50 this afternoon, Simon passed away." He also mentioned that he would keep the Facebook page open for a while, but wasn't sure if he would post again. This shows that Simon was a loved person, and his passing was a great loss to his family and friends. Timothy Bateson was a British actor. In the Harry Potter movies, he provided the voice for the character Kreacher the House Elf. Kreacher was an old and unhappy house elf who served the Black family. Timothy Bateson voiced Kreacher in the movie Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. He passed away in 2009 at the age of 83. After Timothy Bateson's death, another actor named Simon McBurney took over voicing Kreacher in the later movie, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Even though he only voiced the character in one film, Timothy Bateson's voice helped bring the grumpy and loyal house elf Kreacher to life for the audience. John Hurt was a greatly admired actor who was nominated for Academy Awards for his work. In the Harry Potter series, he played Garrick Ollivander, the owner of the famous wand shop in Diagon Alley. Mr. Ollivander is a very old and mysterious man who helps young witches and wizards find their first wand. John Hurt appeared in the first movie, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, when Harry gets his wand. He also returned for the later movies, Deathly Hallows. Although his scenes were cut from the third movie, Goblet of Fire, he was an important part of the beginning and end of Harry's journey. John Hurt passed away in 2017 at the age of 77. After his death, the author of the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling, paid tribute to him on Twitter. She wrote that she was so very sad to hear that the immensely talented and deeply beloved John Hurt has died. She also sent her thoughts to his family and friends. Alan Rickman was a highly respected actor. His family shared the sad news with the BBC in 2016 that he had passed away. Alan Rickman died after battling pancreatic cancer. He was 69 years old. His family statement said he was surrounded by his family and friends when he died, which shows he was cared for and loved in his final moments. Alan Rickman played one of the most memorable characters in the Harry Potter series, Severus Snape. Snape was the potions master and later the headmaster of Hogwarts, a complex character that fans love to try and understand. Alan Rickman played Snape in all 8 Harry Potter films and was praised for his performance. Emma Watson, who played Hermione Granger, shared her feelings on Facebook, saying she was very sad and felt lucky to have worked with such a special man and actor. She added, "I'll really miss our conversations." Robert Knox was a young actor who had a small part in the Harry Potter movies. Tragically, he was stabbed to death outside a bar in London in 2008, just before the movie he was in was released. He was only 18 years old when he died. Robert was trying to protect his younger brother Jamie when a 22-year-old man attacked a group of people with knives. Robert was stabbed 5 times, and one of the stab wounds hit a main artery, causing his death in the hospital later that night. Robert Knox played the character Marcus Belby in the movie Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Marcus Belby was a student at Hogwarts. Robert was planning to be in the future Harry Potter movies as well, but his life was cut short. His father, Colin, shared a statement saying what a good person Robert was. He said Rob was happy, outgoing, and a fun person to be with. He also added, "Rob always put everyone before himself." Helen McCrory was an acclaimed British actress. In the Harry Potter films, she was known for playing Narcissa Malfoy. Narcissa was the wife of Lucius Malfoy and the mother of Draco Malfoy. She was part of a family that followed Lord Voldemort, but her love for her son was a very important part of her character. Helen McCrory sadly died of cancer at her home in London in April 2021. She was 52 years old. Her husband, who is also an actor, Damian Lewis, shared the very sad news on Twitter. He wrote a touching message saying, "I'm heartbroken to announce that after an heroic battle with cancer, the beautiful and mighty woman that is Helen McCrory has died peacefully at home, surrounded by a wave of love from friends and family." He added that she died fearlessly, just like she lived. He also said how much they loved her and knew how lucky they were to have had her in their lives. Robbie Coltrane was a much-loved Scottish actor. He was best known to millions around the world for playing Ruby as Hagrid in all 8 of the Harry Potter films. He passed away in October 2022 at the age of 72. Hagrid was the kindly half-giant groundskeeper at Hogwarts who introduced Harry to the wizarding world. Robbie Coltrane's warm and friendly portrayal made Hagrid a favorite character for many. In a special TV show celebrating 20 years since the first Harry Potter movie, called Harry Potter 20th Anniversary: Return to Hogwarts, Robbie Coltrane spoke emotionally about his time playing Hagrid. He said that the great thing about the movies is that future generations, like his children's children, will still watch them. He knew that even though he wouldn't be here in 50 years, the character of Hagrid would live on in the films. His words touched many fans, highlighting the lasting impact of his role. Michael Gambon was an actor most well known to Harry Potter fans for playing the wise headmaster of Hogwarts, Albus Dumbledore. His family announced that he died peacefully in the hospital after being sick with pneumonia in September 2023. He was 82 years old. The statement from his representative said, "We are devastated to announce the loss of Sir Michael Gambon." It also shared that he died peacefully in the hospital with his wife Anne and son Fergus by his side. Michael Gambon took over the role of Dumbledore starting from the 3rd movie, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which came out in 2004. The actor who played Dumbledore in the first 2 movies, Richard Harris, had passed away. Michael Gambon took on this big role and made it his own, becoming the image of Dumbledore for a generation of fans. He had a long and varied acting career before joining Harry Potter, but playing Dumbledore became one of his most famous roles.